Okay, welcome back. We're going to work on 1C triangle sum. We're going to begin with number 6 that I asked you to get started on. So when we look at a picture like this, we're looking for the different triangles that we can see and specifically where to start. If I have a triangle that I know 2 angles in, I can add them together, as I did here. Subtract that from 180, and that gives me my third angle, in this case angle 1, which is 51 degrees. When I look at this picture also, if I'm looking at this triangle, I know one angle is 90. I know that going across here, vertical angles are going to be equal, so angle 2 is going to be 61. So to find this third angle, I can take these two, 90 plus 61, and take that total from 180. And that will give me angle 3. Number 7, again, they tell me some information up here that I need to pay attention to. So BC bisects ACD. ACD. Okay, the word bisects means it divides it into 2 equal parts. We have angle C here is 90 degrees, and it's telling me that that angle is bisected or cut into 2 equal parts. Well, 90 divided by 2 is 45. So both of these inside here, both of those are 45. Look how easy that was. And then I think you can see we've got 2 other triangles. We've got this one down here below that I know these 2 angles of 45 and 83. I add those 2 together and subtract from 180, and that will give me 52. On the triangle ABC up here, I know 2 angles are 48 and 45. Add those together, subtract from 180, that gives me angle 1, which is 87 degrees. Okay, let's go on to the next page. The next page is just using those same ideas, except we're going to put some algebra to it. So when I take a look at this triangle, you can see I'm given all 3 angles. They want me to solve for x and find the measure of each angle. So we know the 3 angles, E, D, and F. When I add them together, they're going to equal 180 degrees. So I'm going to write my equation to show that, adding them together, the sum is 180 degrees. So here's an angle, and an angle, and an angle. So the sum of the 3 angles will total 180 degrees. We're going to add like terms. Remember, if you're adding like terms on the same side, you just put them together. So I have 9x, 5x, and 11x. That gives me 25x. Plus 3 and a minus 2 and a minus 21 gives me a minus 20. So I get a value of x equals 8. So put that up here. And then for D, E, and F, it's just a matter of plugging those in to get those measures. This little m out in front means find the measure of those angles. So if I was going to look at angle D, which is 5x minus 2, so 5 times 8 minus 2, that's going to be 38. Angle E is going to be 9 times 8 plus 3, that's going to be 75. Angle F is 11 times 8 minus 21, that's going to be 67. Now there's absolutely no way you should miss any of these, because now you can check to make sure you substituted right by taking these 3, the 3 angles that you say are in that triangle. If you add them up together, you should total 180 degrees, which it does. Number 4. I know the numbering's kind of out. When I take a look at this one, these 2 little arcs mean those 2 angles are the same. So if this one is 7x plus 2, so is this one. I see this angle, we call this an exterior angle. It's kind of on the outside of the triangle, but this 130 and this one inside here are a linear pair. So these two have to total 180, so subtract 130, you get this angle up here is 50. There's two ways you can do this one. The three angles are 7x plus 2 plus 7x plus 2 plus 50 is going to total 180. Or, because I know this one is 50, and these two have to be equal, I can take 180 minus the 50. I'm going to do it this way. If you need more explanation on the other way, I'll be glad to help you. So 130 is the total between these two. They have to be equal, so when I divide that by 2, I get 65. Both of these have to be 65. However, that doesn't answer the question of what is x. So this 7x plus 2 has to equal 65. X equals 9. And it doesn't ask me for anything else, so I'm completed with that one. Let me show you that equation for the other one before I got the 65. I have one angle that's 7x plus 2. I have another angle that's 7x plus 2. Whoops, sorry about that. And then I have a third angle inside the triangle that's 150. Excuse me, 50. So there's my equation that I would use to help me find x. Again, there's my three angles inside the triangle that are going to total 180. So putting my like terms together, I have 14x plus 54. So 14x is going to equal 126, and then x is going to equal 9. Either way is perfectly fine. Number 9. Let's see if we can shrink this a little bit. Number 9, again, we're just going to look at triangle, in this case, ABC. It gives me the three angles of A, B, and C as an algebra expression. So we're going to first do that. So angle A is 6 less than 7 times x. So 7 times x less 6. Angle B is 5 less than 3 times x. So 3x and 5 less than that. And the last one, angle C, is 5 less than 4 times that. So 4x minus 5. Okay? Why don't you pause the video now to see if you can set up that equation and solve for x. All right, welcome back. We're going to add these three angles together. And that's going to total 180. Okay, when I work all that out, I get x equals 14. Well, here, we'll just put them in here. So 14x minus 16 equals 180. So I get a value of x equals 14. Then you would take those and plug those back into your, take that 14 and plug them back in, and you're going to get, I know you all know how to substitute, so I'm just going to put your answers here, 37 and 51. Again, once you go through that, you can check your three angles right here to determine, did you do it right? Do you have the right answers in there? If you do, it should total 180 degrees. And the last one here, remember the last, when I read through a statement like this, the last one mentioned is x. Okay, both of these have a last one of angle K, so K is going to be my x. Angle L, right down here, is 13 more than that. So 13 more than x. And angle J is 7 more than 6 times that, so 6x plus 7. Find the measure of each angle. Here's my three angles. I'm going to add them together. The total of my three angles is 180 degrees. Put like terms together. So if x is 20, I'm going to go back and plug these in. Angle L is going to be 33, and J then is going to be 127. What could you do to make sure that those total 180 degrees to make sure you get the right answer? So there's your notes for 1C, dealing with triangle sum. Good luck.